This is an overview of our company.
Economic data. When discussing the economic data of this region, none of its GDP reached an estimated $4.1 billion, which was a 3.7% increase from 2024. The unemployment rate is considered approximately 5% as of October-November 2025 from the Employment Insurance Program. The average salary ranges from about $87,500 per year, and the population has increased 0.4 in the first quarter of 2025, reaching an estimated 41,572 people.
The vision of the organization is to grow as a trusted community business built on integrity and engagement, where employees take pride in serving their community through respect and shared values. Its mission is to strengthen community ties by creating a welcoming store where employees and customers feel valued, supported, and proud to belong. Our strategic management approach focuses on aligning human resource practices with the store's mission, vision, and values. The goal is to establish a sustainable HR strategy that enhances employee morale, accountability, and ethical behaviors while supporting business objectives and community expectations. Short-term objectives for True North Goods involve conducting a comprehensive HR audit to identify any gaps in pay equity, engagement, and clarify job expectations, establish clear job descriptions, ethical guidelines, and performance expectations and evaluations, introduce programs that recognize employee contributions to boost morale and reinforce ethical behaviors, and to start a community-based initiatives that connect store operations to local shared values within the community. Long-term, designate an HR lead for ongoing staff development and strategic alignment, build a culture of transparency, accountability, and mutual respect, implement succession and leadership development plans for career growth options, and integrate employee engagement surveys and metrics to monitor progress made and outcomes. While ethical diversity in Iqaluit is limited, inclusion must extend beyond representation to ensure all employees feel valued and respected. Currently, roles within the store lack clarity, contributing to disengagement and inconsistent accountability. Additionally, the current workflow lacks opportunities for growth and feelings of ownership, leading to boredom, disengagement, and ethical lapses. Redesigning work to increase autonomy and purpose can restore motivation and accountability.
Now I will provide depth to our compensation and security strategy. This section will include how we plan to manage compensation, performance-based pay and employee incentives, additional employee benefits, and the promotion of health and safety. Our compensation objectives aim to provide competitive pay, benefits, and rewards to incentivize employees to take pride and ownership in our organization, helping employees understand their value to us through transparent pay policies focused on equity and equality of all team members. Finally, we hope to use our compensation objectives to help attract and retain talent long-term, where valued employees are able to move up to higher level positions. This will be implemented through an internal and external analysis of compensation for positions and a detailed job analysis and description aimed to provide a clear picture of job details for applicants prior to recruitment. We will also provide flexible employee benefit packages and a clear career roadmap posted in employee rooms and available through HR intranet sites highlighting the minimum timeline and pay scales for each position. We will also have coaching and performance reviews with employees on a monthly basis for check-ins and support, annual reviews of performance, and highly trained evaluators and coaches. These compensation goals align with our broader vision, mission, and strategic plan by building trust and morale with our employees and engagement and decision-making, leading to a sustainable HR environment within our business. Due to ethical challenges we outlined previously, compensation and other employee benefits and incentives will be subject to conditions within the new employment contract. One such condition will state that stealing from the company is cause for immediate termination without pay. Our team's pay for performance and incentive measures for individuals focus on recognition, monetary incentives, and employee discounts. Our team plans to implement an employee recognition system where both management and coworkers can send appreciation cards with or without points. The points can later be used to redeem gift cards. Additionally, we will recognize an Employee of the Month program. This employee will be given spotlight in a team meeting huddle, receive a reserved parking spot, and be given one paid day off. Furthermore, employees may receive an annual bonus tied to their performance and collaboratively set goals being achieved. Lastly, employees will be given a 30% to 50% discount on merchandise. This will be capped per year with potential seasonal top-ups and is non-cumulative. Team rewards and incentives are based on departmental productivity and sales reached. Teams may receive shoutouts during team meetings, and winners will be posted for recognition in the employee room. Winning teams may receive gift cards or team outings of their choice, subject to budget constraints and reasonability. Lastly, team gatherings will be held at least semi-annually to help team bonding and express appreciation for employees. Our team understands the growing importance and expectations of employee benefits. Due to this, we have developed a competitive benefits plan aimed to show our employees we care and value their well-being outside of work. We will provide a flexible benefits plan with a core plan for employees to opt into, covering basic physical, dental, and mental health needs. For further coverage, employees are welcome to select add-ons. Higher coverage plans will be subject to co-payments or deductibles and will be clearly stated for employees to acknowledge prior to enrollment. These benefits may also include a variety of employee assistance programs to cover counseling of personal and work-related issues. These benefit packages will be distributed through media outlets, team meetings, and employee muster points, as well as any HR portals accessible to employees. By allowing employees to choose their benefits plan, we will reduce unnecessary costs for wasted benefits by establishing their need and increase employees' understanding and satisfaction of the benefits plan. The plan will allow for annual change and enrollment of coverages. Wellness packages will outline paid time off calculation, merchandise discount calculations, and the option for full-time employees to contribute to a defined contribution pension plan matched by the employer for up to 3% of the employee's salary and vesting after 1 year. Work-life balance covers vacation time as well as full-time management positions' potential to have flexible working hours. Finally, we look at our business's plan towards promoting health and safety. Employee and supervisor responsibilities necessary to remain compliant and maintain utmost safety in the working environment include informing employees of health and safety requirements and potential hazards, embodying safety as a priority from upper management to flow down the organization, and taking every reasonable precaution to prevent harm and hazard. Employees are responsible for reporting unsafe working conditions, defective equipment, or unsafe employee behavior, understanding their rights, and other measures that help maintain a safe work environment. Our training program is broken down into new hires and ongoing growth and development. Further, employees will be trained on whistleblowing procedures and be introduced to the career roadmap to plant the seed of career longevity, emphasizing our goal to retain employees and set them up for excellence. Additionally, employees will receive annual training on regulations and safety measures. Preventative measures cover 3 areas as follows. Administrative measures will include minimizing cash exposure during working and non-working hours, including dual custody of cash and clearly detailed procedures of cash management. This will also include knowledge checks and tests during training and the annual training, as I said. Work practices include developing a business culture with health and safety as a top priority, engaging and retaining employees who feel a connection of ownership to the business. Finally, workplace design measures include ergonomic design of the work environment. We will use employee surveys and involvement to ensure physical health and safety, and incentive measures. Additionally, we will implement RFID tags to merchandise for inventory tracking and potential theft identification or deterrence. Lastly, we will ensure appropriate security of the premise inside and out through surveillance.
HR development goals. The core objectives consist of rebuilding employee engagement and pride in the workplace to boost the morale. We also want to work on reinforcing ethical behavior and personal accountability within staff and management, which will strengthen the connection between staff, management, and the community values. Lastly, improving communication and trust, which will hopefully reduce turnover and unethical conduct. When discussing employee engagement and culture development, we want to focus on reaffirming a shared purpose, and we want to position the store as a community partner rather than just a business. We'd also like to implement story sessions, which would look like inviting employees to share stories about the community, customers, or even their own experiences within the store. We also think welcoming a peer recognition program, which would introduce simple, low-cost initiatives like Employee of the Month or Community Hero. Regular check-ins would also replace annual reviews and boost methods in which morale and ideas are communicated among employees and management. It would also be helpful to begin celebrating birthdays and community events. When discussing the core objectives of ethics and values training, we want to use workshops, which are short, interactive sessions that last 1 to 2 hours and focus on the importance of honesty and trust in these small communities. It also focuses on the ripple effects of theft and customers and use real-world ethical scenarios that mirror store experiences to help these employees visualize their time on the job. A few ways to further develop communication and leadership are supervisor coaching and training managers and shift leaders in the following areas: in constructive feedback and contributing to positive reinforcement, learning conflict resolution and listening skills, and teaching employees to lead by example. Having open communication channels and holding weekly meetings to share updates, praise, and any issues happening within the store. Along with introducing a possible anonymous feedback box that can help staff manage contributing their ideas or issues without any stigma around it. Motivation and growth opportunities. Skill development training sessions or cross-training sessions can help boost motivation and strengthen growth opportunities for the current employees. Having proper pathways to leadership and expansion in regards to these responsibilities are also great ways to show staff and teach them about being able to grow within the company. Building trust and reducing theft. A few ways to rebuild trust and reduce theft again in the future would be to incorporate conducting store ethics audits and having staff be the ones to brainstorm practical steps to prevent theft in the store and also in the community. Transparency goes a long way. Communicating openly about theft costs and the impact it has on those around them helps spread awareness. And always try to avoid using blame in these situations to avoid any negative feelings from arising. Here is an overview of our implementation roadmap that we've come up with. It starts with month 1, engagement and trust, month 2, ethics training, month 3, motivation and skills, and month 4 to 6, continuous improvement. Some metrics for success we have are doing employee engagement surveys, looking at the reduction in theft or turnover incidents, and also seeing if there's improved morale and participation in meetings.
Due to ongoing theft, both internally and externally, we will be installing surveillance mechanisms so that we can prevent theft from occurring, as well as efficiently locate problematic employees or customers. Due to the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act, we want to ensure we adhere to all aspects of rules regarding data privacy, as well as individual privacy rights. Firstly, we will ensure openness about the store surveillance by utilizing clear signage. Signs will be seen throughout the store, in change rooms, as well as the entrance into the store. This will make a clear statement to the community members that by stepping into our store, they are expressing meaningful consent. Obviously, we will not conduct video monitoring in prohibited areas such as change rooms or bathrooms. All recorded footage will be stored securely and frequently reviewed by the management team only. If theft continues to occur in our shop, then we will need to conduct personal interviews while investigating employees. We'll start by having management review video footage. If any employee is caught in any involvement of theft, they will be suspended while the investigation is ongoing. If the footage and investigation comes back conclusive, they will be immediately terminated without pay. If customers are engaging in theft, managers are to be immediately notified. Manager and/or the management team will conduct proper documentation of all details pertaining to the incident and report efficiently to the police to file a police report. Additionally, we will have an ongoing team meeting to discuss preventative strategies. New employment contracts will be put into place for existing employees. The new contracts will explain that if any employee is caught engaging in theft, they will be terminated effectively immediately. If the existing employee declines to sign the new employment contract, they will be terminated with 2 weeks' notice. As per the Nunavut labor standards, in order to make the change effective immediately, we as the company acknowledge the need to obtain proper documentation, such as employee signatures. All new employees will be required to sign the employment contract with the condition of immediate termination if found engaging in theft prior to their first day of work. If the new employee has not signed the employment contract, they will not be allowed to work until signatures have been obtained.